Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing? Matt Jarbo here, $3 Theater. And with the post-Mandalorian Season 2 discussion that's going to be taking place for the next year, there's one thing I wanted to talk about. And I wanted to talk about where I think the franchise is going. Now, when I say franchise, I don't just mean The Mandalorian. I also mean Rangers of the New Republic, Ahsoka, the Book of Boba Fett. And if you believe that fandomwire.com article about there being a new Luke Skywalker show following the events of what we saw last week on the season finale of The Mandalorian, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be getting that. Now, as an aside note, I don't fully believe that Disney is working on a Luke Skywalker show using the same kind of de-aging technology. As cool as that stuff was, let's be realistic here. It wasn't the best CGI in the planet, and it will probably be fixed over time. I wouldn't be surprised if they go back and they tweak it out later on to make it look a lot better, but still, first impressions are a thing. So there's that. But here's what I think is happening. Mandalorian Season 2, as great as those 8 episodes were, what did it feel like? What did it really feel like to everyone, right? To me, it felt kind of like Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 1. 2008 to 2012, introducing all the characters, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Captain America, and Black Widow, taking Hawkeye, bringing everyone into taking on Loki and the Chitauri in the battle for New York. It built towards something, and then from there kicked off the rest of the cinematic universe. Doesn't it feel like these new shows kind of are aiming to somewhat replicate that particular success? I mean, there was a lot of articles popping up over the weekend about how The Mandalorian is now kind of replicating Marvel's success. But no one is really talking about the fact that in August of 2019, before The Mandalorian even came out at all, we had an article pop up. Very brief article pop up in The Hollywood Reporter, breaking the scoop that Kevin Feige was going to be producing a Star Wars movie. Now, we've heard really nothing since then, with the exception of Taika Waititi's Star Wars movie that's going to be very different and very much in his own style. That's the one that a lot of people right now are thinking that Kevin Feige is going to be producing, and that Kathleen Kennedy is going to be handling Rogue Squadron with Patty Jenkins. That's what people are expecting right now. But still, they were getting ready to go and, shoot season 2 of Mandalorian last year. Before season 1 even premiered, they were already working on season 2, which means that in the pre-production phase, Kevin Feige might have actually come in and consulted a little bit. I have no knowledge if that's what actually happened, but everything I saw in The Mandalorian season 2, from the introduction of new characters to establishing a new team to giving people what they want in regards to nostalgia, but doing it in a fun and unique way, is definitely going to kind of further the narrative, at least the idea, the theory, that Feige has a lot more to do with this than we thought. Because it feels like Feige. It feels like Feige is stepping in on this thing. Kind of like with Spider-Man Homecoming, Kevin Feige was more or less a consulting producer on that. Sony likes to beat their chest and go, "We did it, you guys," but no, we know that. Oh no, I'm sorry, not Spider-Man Homecoming. Venom being a Sony picture, that was the one that Feige kind of stealth produced. Went on to go do $860 million worldwide, most of it in China. But that was what Feige went on to stealth produce. So if he was already kind of spreading himself too thin with Marvel and Spider-Man and the Marvel television shows and everything else he's doing, what makes you think he wasn't already spending some of his free time helping Favreau, who he's good friends with, who he launched the MCU with, launch the Star Wars cinematic universe, or at least the Star Wars Disney Plus universe? Again, I have no idea if that's what's going to be happening, but when Kathleen Kennedy at the Investors Day reveal said that these shows, Rangers of the New Republic and Ahsoka, were going to be leading to a collaborative event, right? They were going to be leading and building towards something. Then we find out about a mysterious third show after the end of season 2. They're all going to be taking place at the same time in the same universe, and they're all going to cross. Even Pedro Pascal himself thought, man, wouldn't it be really cool to learn more, to see Mando pop up in these other shows? So tomorrow morning, the 21st of December, 2020, Jon Favreau will be on Good Morning America to talk all things Mandalorian. I don't know specifically what he's going to talk about, if he's going to go into the further plane details for season 3, whenever that might be coming. They say Christmas 2021, but as well as Boba Fett coming, so there's a lot of confusion. Hopefully he clears that up tomorrow. But in the meantime, you can see exactly what's happening here. Lucasfilm, following the response to the sequel trilogy, has decided that it would be in their best interest to go and talk to Kevin Feige. I don't know if it's necessarily in their specific best interest. I don't even know if that was Kathleen Kennedy's specific best interest, but definitely Bob Iger, who's like, listen, we need to make this work. Who do we know who has made it work and is a huge Star Wars nut like anything else geeky? Oh yeah, our boy Feige. So he came on in, my theory, he came on in, he stealth produced this, stealth consulted, and from there, we got what we got, which was an amazing 8 episodes of television, with the only real episode kind of being was Chapter 10. And even The Passenger was a good episode. It just didn't really feel like it moved the story along, whereas everything else really played up the mission of the week, but it still moved everything forward. And actually, if you treat it from Din's perspective, that Din's journey was moving forward, Chapter 10 actually did move it forward, because it taught him that he had to follow his word and he couldn't be selfish and he had to help people who needed it. And that's the thing. That's what the show is. It teaches us morals. It teaches us values while giving us awesome Star Wars. Like I keep saying, and I keep saying this, and I keep saying this, and I'm going to keep saying this. Now is a good time to be a Star Wars fan. We are in it. It is awesome, and I am here for it. But as always, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your opinions. What do you think is going to be coming out of tomorrow with Jon Favreau on Good Morning America? By the time many of you watch this video, that will already happen. So what are your thoughts about it? Let me know. And do you think I'm right about Kevin Feige having some influence on this season and setting up kind of like the Mandalorian Avengers? I think that's what's happening. Again, I don't know anything yet. I really want to know, but I don't. But these are just my thoughts. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day. Thank you again for watching, and may the Force be with you.